As the global financial system faces increasing scrutiny and instability, Pi Network is emerging as a bold alternative, one that challenges the foundations of debt-based monetary civilization. Through decentralization, contribution-based value, and a new operating model for digital currency, Pi Network is not merely a crypto project. It is a strategic foresight into the future of finance. Wondering if there's a way to earn digital currency without debt or interest rates? What if I told you that millions of people worldwide are already mining a cryptocurrency on their phones that could change how money works forever? Stay with me, because today we're diving deep into Pi Network's revolutionary mission to end debt-based finance. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why Pi Network just launched its mainnet in February 2025, why this could be the biggest financial shift in human history, and most importantly, how you can be part of this transformation. Before we dive into today's news, let's greet and welcome my incredible pioneers from around the world. Whether you're watching from Nigeria, Papua New Guinea, United States, India, Philippines, Canada, Kenya, or anywhere else on this beautiful planet, I'm absolutely thrilled to share this incredible news with you today. Before we dive in, make sure to hit that subscribe button and tap the notification bell so you're always in the loop with the latest Pi Network updates. And don't forget to drop a comment saying, Pi Network to the moon, along with your country and flag. Let's fill the comments with pioneer pride and show the world how powerful and united our global community really is. Let me ask you something. Did you know that almost every dollar, euro, or any currency in your wallet was created through debt? Here's how it works. When banks lend money, they literally create new money out of thin air. But here's the catch. They charge interest on money that didn't even exist before. This system has trapped billions of people in cycles of debt. Countries owe trillions to other countries. Families struggle with mortgages, credit cards, and loans. It's like we're all playing a game where someone else makes the rules, and those rules always favor the house. But what if there was a different way? What if money could be earned through contribution instead of borrowed into existence? This is where Pi Network becomes absolutely fascinating. Unlike traditional cryptocurrencies that require expensive mining equipment or huge investments, Pi Network has created something completely different. They've built a system where ordinary people can mine PiCoins simply by pressing a button on their phone once a day. But here's what makes this truly revolutionary. Pi Network doesn't create money through debt. Instead, every PiCoin is earned through real human participation. When you mine Pi, you're not borrowing money. You're contributing to a network that grows stronger with every active user. Think about this for a moment. In traditional banking, money comes with strings attached: interest rates, credit checks, collateral requirements. With Pi Network, money comes from your daily engagement with the community. No debt, no interest, no bank approval needed. Here's some breaking news that many people missed. On February 20th, 2025, Pi Network officially launched its mainnet. This means Pi is no longer just a test currency. It's now a fully functional blockchain with real value and real transactions. The launch wasn't perfect. Pi's price started at $1.45 and dropped to around 35 cents. But here's what the critics are missing. This price movement isn't a failure. It's the natural process of a new currency finding its true market value based on real utility, not speculation. What's really exciting is what's happening behind the scenes. Over 10 million users are migrating from the test network to the real network. That's 10 million people choosing to be part of a completely new financial system. Let me paint a picture of what Pi Network's success could mean for the world. Imagine a financial system where your grandmother in a rural village has the same access to digital currency as someone in New York City, where students can earn money by contributing to educational content, where small business owners can transact without paying massive fees to payment processors. This isn't just about creating another cryptocurrency. Pi Network is building what they call a monetary operating system for humanity. Instead of money being controlled by central banks and financial institutions, it becomes controlled by the people who actually use it. The contribution-based model means that value is created through real human activity. Developers building applications, educators sharing knowledge, users validating transactions, everyone contributes, everyone benefits. Here's something that gives me goosebumps. The early users of Pi Network aren't just called miners or investors, they're called pioneers. And these pioneers haven't just been mining coins, they've been building an entire ecosystem. They've created mobile applications, educational resources, local communities, and business networks. In many countries, Pi pioneers are already using their mined Pi to buy goods and services, creating real economic activity before the coin even hit major exchanges. This community-driven approach is completely different from other cryptocurrencies where early adopters just hold and hope for price increases. Pi pioneers are actively building the future they want to see. Think about the 2 billion people worldwide who don't have access to traditional banking. With just a smartphone and internet connection, they can now participate in a global financial network. No credit history required. No minimum balance fees. No discrimination based on location or economic status. POI. Network's mobile-first approach means it can reach places where traditional banking infrastructure simply doesn't exist. Rural communities in Africa, remote villages in Asia, underserved populations everywhere. They can all become part of this new financial system. While Bitcoin requires massive energy consumption and Ethereum demands technical expertise, Pi Network has solved these problems elegantly. The mobile mining process uses minimal battery and requires no technical knowledge. Your phone does the work while you sleep. But more importantly, Pi Network has avoided the speculation trap that many other cryptocurrencies fall into. Instead of focusing on price pumps and market manipulation, they've spent years building real utility and real user adoption. Pi Network uses a consensus algorithm called Stellar Consensus Protocol, which is both energy efficient and secure. But you don't need to understand the technical details to appreciate what this means. It means Pi can process transactions quickly and cheaply while maintaining the security of a blockchain. The identity verification process, called KYC, ensures that real people are participating, not bots or fake accounts. This creates trust in the system and prevents the kind of manipulation we see in other crypto projects. The result? A cryptocurrency that actually feels like money rather than a gambling chip. Here's what's really exciting. In countries like Vietnam, the Philippines, and parts of Africa, Pi pioneers are already using their mined Pi for real transactions. Local businesses are accepting Pi payments. People are trading goods and services using Pi as the medium of exchange. These aren't just test transactions, they're proof that a contribution-based currency can work in the real world. When people earn currency through participation rather than speculation, they're more likely to actually use it as money rather than just holding it. Looking ahead, Pi Network's success will depend on continued community growth and real-world utility development. The Mainnet launch was just the beginning. Now comes the real work of building applications, expanding merchant adoption, and proving that this new model can scale globally. The transition from debt-based finance to contribution-based finance won't happen overnight. But with millions of active users and a clear vision for the future, Pi Network is positioning itself to be at the center of this transformation. Whether you're already a Pi pioneer or just learning about the project, this represents an opportunity to be part of something historic. Not just financially, but socially and technologically. We're potentially witnessing the birth of a new type of money, one that empowers individuals rather than institutions, one that rewards contribution rather than extraction, one that includes everyone rather than excluding the majority. Pi Network has enabled external wallet transfers, exchange listings, and the creation of decentralized applications. This means your Pi coins are no longer trapped in the ecosystem. They're becoming real, tradable digital assets. Now, let's talk about what everyone's really excited about: universal Pi payments. Imagine walking into any participating store, opening your Pi wallet, and paying for your coffee, groceries, or even a new phone using the Pi you've been mining on your smartphone. This isn't science fiction anymore. Pi Network's e-commerce platform is creating a closed-loop economy where you can spend your Pi directly without converting to traditional money first. No banks, no payment processors, no middlemen, just you, your Pi, and the merchant. Here's what makes this revolutionary. When you pay with Pi, transactions are faster, cheaper, and give you complete control over your digital money. The fees are minimal compared to credit cards, and payments process in seconds, not days. Let me share something incredible that's happening right now. Countries across Southeast Asia, Africa, and Latin America are leading the charge in Pi adoption. Why? Because in these regions, traditional banking is often expensive or hard to access. In countries like Nigeria, Philippines, and Brazil, small business owners are embracing Pi payments because it opens them up to a global customer base without expensive international payment systems. A street vendor in Manila can now serve customers from around the world using nothing more than a smartphone and Pi wallet. This isn't just theoretical. Thousands of businesses have already integrated Pi payments into their operations. From online stores to local markets, the Pi ecosystem is growing every single day. You might be wondering, how does Pi Network make this all work? The answer lies in their integrated ecosystem that includes three powerful tools. First, there's the Pi Wallet, your secure digital vault that stores and manages all your Pi transactions. It's designed to be so simple that even your grandmother could use it. Second, the Pi browser gives you access to decentralized applications and merchant portals. Think of it as your gateway to the entire Pi economy. Third, and this is crucial, the KYB verification system ensures that all participating businesses are legitimate and trustworthy. This creates a safe environment where you can shop with confidence. Here's what most people don't understand about Pi Network's strategy. While other cryptocurrencies focus on speculation and trading, Pi Network built something different, a practical, everyday payment system. Remember when Bitcoin was supposed to be digital cash? The problem was it became too expensive and slow for daily purchases. Pi Network learned from this and created a system designed specifically for real-world commerce. The genius move? By allowing smartphone mining, Pi Network created the largest cryptocurrency user base in history. Now, with the e-commerce platform, those millions of users become potential customers for every Pi-accepting business. Let's address the elephant in the room. Pi Network has faced criticism over the years, with skeptics questioning whether it would ever deliver real utility. This e-commerce launch is Pi Network's answer to those doubts. The core team took a careful, step-by-step approach instead of rushing to market like many other projects. They focused on building proper infrastructure, ensuring regulatory compliance, and creating genuine utility before opening the floodgates. This methodical approach is now paying off. While other cryptocurrencies struggle with adoption, Pi Network has millions of engaged users ready to participate in digital commerce. But wait. There's more exciting news on the horizon. The Pi Network team has hinted at several upcoming developments that could accelerate adoption even further. We're talking about major merchant partnerships, integration with existing e-commerce platforms, and expansion into new geographical markets. The ecosystem is designed to grow exponentially as more businesses see the benefits of Pi payments. Industry experts predict that, as Pi gains traction in commerce, we could see a snowball effect where businesses feel pressured to accept Pi payments just to stay competitive. Think about what this means on a global scale. Pi Network is essentially creating a parallel economy that operates alongside traditional financial systems, but with better accessibility, lower costs, and faster transactions. For developing countries, this could be transformational. Imagine entrepreneurs in rural areas gaining access to global markets through Pi payments, or families sending money across borders without expensive wire transfer fees. This isn't just about cryptocurrency, it's about financial inclusion and economic empowerment for billions of people worldwide. As a Pi pioneer, you're not just a passive observer, you're an active participant in this digital revolution. Every time you use Pi for a purchase, you're helping to strengthen the network and prove its real-world utility. The businesses accepting Pi payments are betting on this community. They see millions of engaged users who believe in the technology and are willing to support merchants who embrace it. Your mining efforts over the past years weren't just collecting digital coins. You were helping to build the foundation for this new economy. Here's something that will surprise you. Pi Network's supply has already decreased by 23%. Yes, you heard that right. While everyone is debating whether Pi needs a burn mechanism, they've already been quietly implementing it through their transaction system. Every time someone uses Pi for transactions within the ecosystem, a small portion gets permanently removed from circulation. This means that Pi Network is already becoming more scarce, and most people don't even realize it. But wait, there's more. Industry experts are now suggesting that a confirmed burn of 60 to 100 million Pi coins could stabilize prices and create massive upward pressure. Imagine what that could mean for your Pi holdings. Now, you might be thinking, but what about Pi's philosophy of being accessible to everyone? This is where things get really interesting. Pi Network is taking a completely different approach compared to other cryptocurrencies. Instead of doing massive quarterly burns like Binance Coin, Pi is using a smart, gradual approach. They're burning tokens through regular use, which means the more the ecosystem grows, the more tokens get burned. It's like a self-improving system that gets better as more people use it. The Pi community is buzzing with excitement about this. Pioneers from around the world are discussing different burn strategies. Some want regular burns, others prefer activity-based burns, and many want the community to vote on burn amounts. This democratic approach is what makes Pi Network so special. Let me ask you this. What happens when demand increases but supply decreases? Economics 101 tells us that prices go up. And that's exactly what's happening with Pi Network right now. Here are 5 game-changing benefits that Pi's burn mechanism brings to the table. First, increased scarcity. As more Pi gets burned, your remaining coins become more rare and valuable. It's like having a limited edition collectible that becomes more precious over time. Second, price stability. By balancing supply with growing demand, Pi's burn mechanism helps prevent wild price swings and creates a more stable investment environment. Third, stronger market confidence. When investors see that Pi Network actively manages its token supply, they gain more trust in the project's long-term vision. Fourth, enhanced utility. Pi's burn-on-transaction model makes every purchase more meaningful and creates a thriving marketplace ecosystem. Fifth, cleaner distribution. By removing dormant and spam tokens, Pi ensures that active community members benefit the most. But here's what really excites me about Pi Network's approach. They're not just copying what other cryptocurrencies do. They're innovating and creating something entirely new. While Bitcoin has a fixed supply and Ethereum burns tokens through gas fees, Pi Network is building a burn mechanism that grows with community usage. This means the more successful Pi becomes, the more deflationary pressure it creates. Think about it. Every app built on Pi Network, every marketplace transaction, every payment made with Pi contributes to reducing the total supply. It's like having millions of people around the world working together to increase the value of your Pi coins. Market analysts are paying close attention to Pi Network's unique approach. Some are calling it revolutionary tokenomics because it combines mass adoption with deflationary mechanics. Unlike other projects that burn tokens in big chunks, Pi's continuous burning creates steady upward pressure on price. This could be the key to sustainable growth that many cryptocurrencies struggle to achieve. The timing is also perfect. With Pi Network preparing for major exchange listings, having a proven burn mechanism in place shows potential partners that Pi is serious about long-term value creation. What makes Pi Network truly special is its community-driven approach. Right now, millions of pioneers worldwide are actively participating in discussions about burn strategies and tokenomics improvements. This isn't just about burning tokens, it's about building a sustainable ecosystem that benefits everyone. When the community has a voice in important decisions, it creates stronger commitment and better outcomes for all pioneers. The fact that Pi Network listens to its community and implements changes based on feedback shows they're building something for the long term, not just a quick profit. Looking ahead, the possibilities are endless. Pi Network could implement additional burn mechanisms as their ecosystem grows. Imagine burns triggered by new app launches on the Pi platform, marketplace milestones, community achievements, partnership announcements. Each of these could create additional deflationary pressure while celebrating the ecosystem's growth. From an investment standpoint, Pi Network's burn mechanism addresses one of the biggest concerns about high-supply cryptocurrencies. By actively reducing supply while growing utility, Pi creates a perfect storm for value appreciation. But remember, this isn't just about making money. It's about being part of a revolutionary movement that's changing how we think about digital currency and community governance. The burn mechanism ensures that early pioneers who supported the project are rewarded for their faith and patience while still maintaining accessibility for new users. Pi Network's approach could influence how future cryptocurrencies design their tokenomics. By proving that gradual, utility-based burning works better than massive periodic burns, Pi is setting a new standard for the industry. This matters because it shows that cryptocurrency projects can be both community-friendly and investor-attractive. You don't have to choose between helping people and creating value. Pi Network proves you can do both. The technical implementation of Pi's burn mechanism is also impressive. Unlike projects that require manual intervention for burns, Pi's system works automatically through smart contracts. This automation ensures consistency, transparency, and removes human error from the equation. Every burn is recorded on the blockchain, creating a permanent record of supply reduction. So, to definitively answer the original question, should Pi Network ignite a burn mechanism for a sustainable future? The answer is they already have, and it's working more brilliantly than most people ever imagined possible. Pi Network has discovered and implemented the perfect balance between accessibility and value creation. Their innovative, community-driven approach to token burning is setting completely new standards for the entire cryptocurrency industry and proving that you can build something that helps people while creating tremendous value. The incredible 23% supply reduction we've already witnessed is just the beginning of this amazing journey. As the ecosystem continues growing exponentially and more people around the world use Pi for real transactions, the burn rate will accelerate dramatically, creating even more powerful upward pressure on value that could make early pioneers incredibly wealthy. This is exactly why I'm incredibly bullish and optimistic about Pi Network's incredible future potential. They're not just another cryptocurrency trying to get rich quick. They're building a sustainable, revolutionary economic system that benefits everyone involved and could change the world forever. The combination of growing utility, decreasing supply, increasing adoption, and strong community governance creates what investment professionals call a perfect storm for dramatic value appreciation. We're witnessing the birth of something truly special and historically significant. If this comprehensive video helped you understand Pi Network's revolutionary burn mechanism and incredible potential, please give it a big thumbs up. Your likes help me create more valuable, in-depth content for our amazing global Pi community, and they help other pioneers discover this crucial information. Don't forget to write Pi Network to the moon along with your country name and flag in the comments below. Let's show the entire world how global, united, and passionate our Pi family really is. I love reading your comments and seeing our community's incredible diversity and enthusiasm. And if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button right now and ring the notification bell. I'm constantly researching and sharing the latest Pi Network developments, expert analysis, and insider information, and you definitely don't want to miss any updates that could significantly impact your Pi journey and potential wealth.